So we're going to start out standing up today. You may want, turn this light on too, if that helps at all. You may want a blanket for later. So we'll get to using our blanket prop in a little bit. So standing wide legs, so not super wide, but wider than hip width, and really spread your toes wide too, activating through the feet and then pressing the toes down into the floor, keeping them wide. So they're stretching through the feet, and that's lifting the arches as well. So you'll feel kind of the footprint enliven here. Let your knees be gently soft, not super bent, but just soft. Feel yourself melting down into your pelvis here, and your heart lifting as your shoulders move back and down, just gently, no big overextension here, just moving in that direction. And pulling the chin back slightly, and then rotating the palms so they're facing forward. Feel how that broadens through the chest. If it's comfortable for you here and you feel like you're stable and have your balance, you can try closing your eyes. Otherwise, just create a gentle gaze down towards the floor. And then begin to deepen the breath. And as you do so, I invite you to envision breathing up, grounding energy, connectivity, deep belonging from the earth, from the soles of the feet, up through the body with the inhale, feeling that nourishment and connection. And as you exhale, releasing all the shoulds, the supposed tos, the things that feel really heavy and stagnating to you right now, whatever that is. Maybe it has to do with the holidays, maybe it has to do with certain relationships, maybe it has to do with messages you're constantly ruminating on inside yourself. So see if you can flow with this, inhaling this grounding, nourishing energy. Feel it rising up through the feet, through the body to the crown of the head. And then exhaling, releasing the stagnant, heavy weights that we like to carry. And I say like to because we seem to hold on to them. Maybe we wouldn't claim a like or a love or a deep connection, but yet we hold on. What are you willing to release the next couple breaths here? Nice. And then before we start moving, just bringing to mind something that you are grateful for about yourself. Maybe it's a quality or accomplishing something recently, a way that you show up in the world. Maybe bringing a smile to your face and just being like, yeah, that's awesome. Awesome self. Very cool. And gently opening your eyes if you've closed them, or widening them if you've just softened the gaze. We're going to begin to just sway side to side and letting the arms, kind of like a hula dancer, getting the arms flowing side to side and the hips going side to side. And then beginning to move the hips in a figure eight, a sideways figure eight, or an infinity sign. So we're bringing the hip up and around, and then the other hip goes back and then up and around. So we're getting into the hip joints a little bit more here, waking them up. Nice soft knees here. Lovely. And then the next time you come over to the right, reaching out and coming up and around with the arm. And then we're going to go back to the right and then go left, up and around with the arm. Coming to the right and then back to the left, and then right arm. Up and around. And right, and then left. Up and around. So you got this little pattern. We're doing a little swish in between the arms. One more each side. Kind of dancing through our days. So you can bring that into where we are right now. Coming back to center. Inhale, roll the shoulders to the ears. Exhale out the mouth, down the back, bend the knees. Inhale, coming up. Exhale. 2 more. One more. Nice. Now we're going to point the toes out a little bit and bringing the arms in front of us. Inhale, little squat, sweeping the arms out and up, crossing the arms in front of us, bringing them down as we squat down, just as low as feels good to you. Inhale, coming up. Alternate which arm's on top. Exhale, coming down. So we're going to move the breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Bringing in gratitude, appreciation, centering in the self. Releasing the shoulds, gathering appreciation. 2 more. Nice. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Hold the breath in. And then exhale, wrist circles, float the arms out and down. Beautiful. Interlacing the hands behind the back, rolling the shoulders. Inhale, lift, arms, heart, and gaze. Soften the knees here. We're going to come forward to a flat back. You might find that rotating for the heels to be behind the toes feels good. So coming down, back, front body parallel to the floor. Feel the core engage here. Keep the knees soft. One more inhale. And as you exhale now, folding all the way forward, letting the head drop. And move it around, releasing the neck. See if you can lift those arms a little closer towards the head. Deep breath. And then releasing the arms, staying in the forward fold. Slide the hands down the backs of the legs, finding this grounding energy coming down into the feet. And then walking the hands forward, we're going to come into a wide leg down dog, basically. So stretching the arms out in front, melting the heart back behind you. Deep breaths here. And then walking the hands back in, placing the right hand on the left ankle or calf, and inhale, lifting left arm up to the sky. We're going to bend into the right knee and see if you can really lengthen through the spine. We're going to hold here for another breath. One more inhale. And exhale, coming back down, centering the body, walking back out to that extended space. So the hips are kind of over or in alignment with the ankles. We're not pulling super far forward. Just kind of a wide leg forward fold with the arms stretched out. One more breath here. And then walking the hands in, and we're going to bring the left hand over to the right leg. Inhale, lifting right arm up. We're going to bend deeply into that left knee. So you can lengthen the spine. So we're not limp here, but really lengthen from the tailbone to the crown of the head and twisting open. Deep breaths. One more inhale and exhale, coming forward. This time bending into both knees and a wide squat, and inhale, sweep the arms out and up, lifting all the way up to the sky, palms pressed together. Exhale, hands to the heart. Nice. So we're going to shift side to side here, like we're going on a little journey, kind of like slow motion here, lifting the heels up and turning the arms. So imagine walking into the next few days with curiosity, humor, confidence, kindness, compassion, playfulness, flow. How flowing can you be right now? Like, can it really feel like water moving side to side in your body? Beautiful. And then we're going to turn to the right, and we're going to come into a high lunge here. So you might step that back foot back and have the right knee bent in front of you. If you would like to come to a low lunge, you can drop your knee. You might put the blanket under your knee too, if you would like to have that support. Find what works for you. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Finding a nice strong base in your legs. So we're going to inhale, lifting up. Exhale, pulling down out the mouth. Inhale, lifting up. Two more. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, folding forward. If your back knee is lifted, dropping it down. Maybe blanket underneath it here. And we're going to bring the hands to the inside of the right foot and walk the right foot out to the side of the mat, the right side of the mat. Flexing the right toes and letting the knee drop out to the side any little bit that it's willing to go. Coming into It's sometimes called dragon or lizard pose. You're welcome to come down onto your forearms if that feels available to you, but only if it feels available. Just noticing tension releasing from the hip area. Nice letting go breaths. One more breath here. And then coming back up to the hands, we're gonna bend the left knee. Left hand is gonna come out to the left and then reaching back with the right. You might not be able to reach all the way. You can also just place your right hand on your right knee and open your heart here. If you can reach your foot, you can hold on to the foot or the ankle, the big toe, whatever you can reach, and lean back here. Just feel yourself opening, broadening through the hips, through the heart. One more inhale and exhale, releasing hands to the mat in front of you. Bring that right foot back in. We're going to curl the left toes under and come up to a pyramid pose. So we're just lengthening through the legs. And if you can't reach the floor here and you have blocks or something you can hold onto, you can raise your hands up here. We're moving both legs towards straight without locking the knees. And then see if you can square your hips. So often that means pulling back through the left hip. Notice what's happening here in the hip. And then rotating the left heel down to the floor. And we're going to come into a heart triangle pose. So you can keep that right hand on the floor if you would like, or bring it up to the shin or anywhere on that right leg. And then left hand comes to the heart. So we're going to do a little flow here. Inhale, reaching the arm up and back, left arm from the heart. Exhale, bringing it back down to the heart. Inhale, reaching up and twisting, sending your special flavor of love and light out into the world one more time. Beautiful. And then we're going to reach down to the floor, rotating that right foot, coming to an even wider straddle here, melting, forward fold. And you can shift side to side if that feels good to you, bending deeply into one knee and then the other. And then we're going to rotate over towards the left foot, coming into a high or a low lunge, finding your best choice here, feeling really grounded down towards the earth, honoring, celebrating. Inhale, lifting up, exhale, coming down again. Two more. Nice. Dropping that back knee. If it's lifted, we're going to bring the hands down inside the left foot, scooting the left leg out to the edge of the mat. Uncurling the right toes and flexing the left toes and letting the knee drop out to the side. So you might notice this side feels quite a bit different from the other side. We're just going to stay here and breathe for a bit. Letting that leg melt, and if it's available to you, you can come down onto your forearms. And checking in to see what feels best to you. I'm actually going to stay up higher on this side. This left leg feels a little tighter, a lot tighter in this area. So it's interesting, yeah, if we start paying attention to the sensation, the awareness in the body. Like in general, my right side is much tighter because I'm right dominant. But in some poses like this, the left is much tighter. 2 more breaths here. Thanks. And then coming up, if you have come down onto your forearms, and then we're going to walk the right hand out to the right and bending the right knee, bringing the left hand to the left knee if you would like, or twisting and reaching back for the foot or the ankle, whatever you can reach. And then leaning back from wherever you are, opening your heart, opening through the hips, opening into the gloriousness that you are. One more inhale and exhale. Coming back, we're going to frame that front foot with the hands, curling those back toes under and coming up to a pyramid pose. And you might step the back foot in a little bit more. So we're moving both legs towards straight. If you were to draw lines through these feet, they would be parallel lines like train tracks. And we're going to square the hips. So we're going to drop the right hip forward most likely and pull back through the left. And melting forward into this pyramid pose. Keep a little bend in the knees. And then from here, rotating right heel to the floor. We're going to come into a triangle pose. You're welcome to keep the left hand on the floor if you would like. We'll bring the right hand to the heart. You're also welcome to come up, hand on the left leg. So inhale, reaching right arm up and open, expanding out from your heart. Gratitude and gathering it all back in, appreciating yourself. Yay, self. Inhale, reaching up and back. Exhale, coming back to the heart. Yum, yum. You know the Bija mantra, the sound, seed sound of the heart is yum. Like yum. I love it. Awesome. So we're going to rotate the left foot around and come to our forward fold and softening both of the knees here, coming in to a very low, wide squat, and then bringing the hands up to the knees, maybe bringing the heels in a little bit more, and then sweeping the arms out and up, reaching up, and then we're going to come down to a goddess pose. So make sure your knees are tracking out over your toes, not falling in. Really broadening here, opening through the heart, welcoming, expanding, appreciating. And inhale, expanding out into a 5-pointed star. You might close your eyes or just soften your gaze and feel yourself radiating your special, glorious flavor of you, with all the flavors of the world. Yours is unique, beautiful, special twinkle. And One more inhale and exhale, releasing the arms down, opening the eyes. Heel toe the feet in together. We'll just stand for a moment, releasing these shoulders. Inhale, roll the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, out the mouth, down the back. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more time. Lovely. And then swinging the arms side to side. You might pick up alternate heels. Letting the body soften. And then bringing the hands to the hips, and we'll take some big hip circles. Stir in the pot. And welcoming whatever the experience of our days ahead brings. Knowing that we can flow with it, going back the other way. Lovely. Coming back to center, and we'll make our way down onto our backs. And this is where you might want your blanket underneath your head or your knees. And hugging your knees into your chest once you get down onto your back. Lovely. And then crossing your right knee over your left and hugging the knees in from here. A little different stretch through the hips. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to drop the legs over to the right. Stretching the left arm out from the shoulder. You can bring your right hand to your belly and just see if you can breathe into that hand. 2 letting go breaths. Your next inhale, coming back up. We're going to keep the legs twisted the same way and go to the other side. Just stretching right arm out. Left hand coming to the legs or the belly, whatever feels best to you. 2 letting go breaths. Recognizing there will always be more to do. Bringing the legs up. And can we, untwisting the legs and going the other way, left knee on top of right, can we appreciate where we are, what has been accomplished, what growth has been felt, what we're aware of. Take an inhale here. And exhale, drop legs over to the left. Bringing the left hand to the belly or the legs. 2 letting go breaths. With your next inhale, coming back up, keep the legs crossed like they are and shift over to the right, bringing right hand to the legs or the belly. And 2 letting go breaths. Here as the left arm reaches out. breaths. Inhale, unwind. Back to center. Uncross the legs. Hug the knees into the chest. Let the knees come away from each other. Reach through the inside of the knees, holding onto the outside of the feet or the ankles for a happy baby pose. Really feeling that grounding energy coming down into the pelvis. If there's any final poses you would like to find, feel free. Otherwise, setting yourself up well for Shavasana, maybe a blanket under your head or your knees, or covering you up or across your low belly, hip, thigh area. Letting your arms rest by your sides, a little bit out from the body, sliding the shoulder blades down the back. Softening the body into the earth beneath you. You have nothing to prove. You're not in this journey alone. There's so much support, connectivity, validation, and you simply being you. Rest in that awareness right here, right now. Bringing your awareness back to the surface of your body. Begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And as you're ready, bend one knee and then the other, placing your feet on the floor. And come to rest over on your right side. Taking a breath here and keeping your eyes closed and your attention internal. Gently press your way up to find a seat. Sitting with your eyes closed. Allow these words by Alicia Wadhorn to wash over you. There will always be more to do. More growth, more healing, more errands, more cleaning, more. Take a moment today to simply be. Wherever you are, just breathe. Celebrate how far you've come, how much you've already achieved. Celebrate your strength, your resilience, your compassion, your grace, your effort. stop thinking about all the things you still have to do without stopping every so often to think about all that you've done. Celebrate it all. Celebrate you. Bring your hands together in front of your heart, pressing your thumbs in to feel your heartbeat, your personal pulse. And take a deep breath of gratitude, sending that gratitude from your heart out to all the cells in your being. Thank you so much for joining me for practice today. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste. I celebrate you and me and you and me. So may that be the energy that we can go into the holiday with and enjoy.